It's Week 13 of the 2023 season, and we'll get a look here at Trey Lance as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the 49ers and the Ravens, and it's coming up next.
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Baltimore Ravens. We welcome everybody again alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin and CD. We've got an interesting test here today. One of the league's best passing games and one of the best pass defenses set to square up and see who can perform better in a high-profile matchup.
And you and I talk about all the time how fortunate we are to be in this position, to be around these types of games. And as jacked up as these fans are, how about these two teams? They've been looking forward to testing themselves against what is considered the best on the other side. This is going to be a lot of fun, a very exciting battle headed our way.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Jackson looking to throw right away. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So here are the 49ers and their offense in great field position already. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation, that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly. You might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And I guess we're back to... And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Looking to throw again on second down. Lance, he's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
McCaffrey is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. This defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. Touchdown! Rashad Bateman, 40 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
But they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. Open man is Samuel. Complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 10 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, 10 is really the goal. And this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns is a good thing. Look for he and the offense to try and get him in there at least twice in this game.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. The Niners at 6-5 now on the year. Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now a play fake. Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. That's complete to the tight end Werner. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it second down. From the gun, it's Lance. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have the Niners first down, as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down. And Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lance now to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Lance. Hitting Samuel on the slant. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Here's Lance to throw it. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Niners are an extra point away from drawing level. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And some space here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. Now it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Again, Jackson. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That completes it once more to Anderson. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw again on second down, Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Play action, now it's Lance. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter. Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. On play action, Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing again on second down. Lance, he's got Ayuk once again. And the Niners are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. Now Lance. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. To throw, it's Lance. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
2 yards the loss, second and 12. Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. Finding space at the 40. Now he's loose at the 40. Trotting. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. 77 yards as they have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive. Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage the quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You've got an opportunity to catch passes now, too.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards for number 11.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now a play fake. Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Lance now on first down. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action. 2nd and 10. Now Lance again. And he'll find McLeod on the right side complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Shotgun now for Lance. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. From the gun, it's Lance. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. The Ravens ready to take over. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game. But I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen out.
Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Now Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. He finds Kittle going across the field. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Lance and Kittle in sync for the 49er first. And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And Lance now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Again, it's Lance. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And the tight end goes in motion left. McCaffrey running up the middle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Play action. Now it's Lance. And this is going to be intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action now. Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And a short gain down to about the 33. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Tucker's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
So Lance and the Niners down 31-28, 65 seconds remaining. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. That means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Lance back to throw. pass complete. Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Lance looking to throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lance. Throwing right, and that's complete.
Here we go.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Here's Lance. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the 49ers who will get the football first with a chance to win it here in overtime. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. First throw in overtime now for Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term, momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now Jackson going to run, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the 49ers are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. One team squandered opportunity. It's another team's chance to win this thing. They forced that clutch turnover, and now all they need is a field goal here to win this ball game.
Could not be set up much better, could they? A takeaway on defense. Now it's up to that offense to find a way to put themselves in position for the game-winning points. Touchdown, field goal, they don't care. Just find a way to win it.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Lance looking to throw it. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's Mike McGlinchey, former first-round pick out of Notre Dame with a penalty. Throwing now is Lance. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Okay, ready?
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard after the 39.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Lance and company going on 4th down. Finding Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Lance trying to urge his offense to go quickly. On 2nd and 12, Lance. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got a man. That's Ayuk. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.